in geothermal in countries in Africa. So the company is making more money, more profitable, and it's a listed company, so the people are making money. But
Menteri Energi dan Infrastruktur Uni Emirat Arab, Suhail Al-Mazraoui berharap inisiatif Indonesia dan Uni Emirat Arab dalam pembangunan berkelanjutan dan energi ramah lingkungan dapat menjadi teladan bagi komunitas global. Dalam wawancara khusus bersamanya, Al-Mazraoui menyoroti pembangkit listrik tenaga surya PLTS Terapung Cirata sebagai salah satu bentuk konkret kerjasama energi antara Indonesia dan UAE yang dapat menjadi contoh negara lain.
And we had plenty of gas. So we decided for an environmental reason to venture into clean technologies when it comes to power generation. We did the first investment. We built one of the world's first and largest at that time concentrated solar panel at, I don't want to mention the price, it was very expensive. But we did that project to understand the technology and do more. At that time, the first plant was costing us north of more than 34 or 35 US cent per kilowatt hour solar. And recently we have solar projects at less than 2 cents per kilowatt hour. So imagine from 34 to 2 cents in a span of 17 years or 15 or 16 years. And that's what technology can give you if you invest at a large scale solar. So we are keen on tripling the capacity of renewable energy in our country by the year 2030. Now we have around 5 gigawatt or 5,000 megawatt. We will go to the level of very close to 15,000 by the year 2030. Well, when we first came to Indonesia, we wanted to do a large-scale solar, but due to the nature of Indonesia, be it very green and you have forest, and you cannot just cut forest to install a solar power plant. What we decided is to explore floating solar in Indonesia, and we built probably one of the world's largest floating station in Cirata, which is the 192 megawatt plant. We did it on time and on budget, and today Indonesia is showcasing that to all of their visitors as a success. Now we are working with the government because the law have changed, moving from a 5% coverage of the water area now to 20%. So we proposed to the government that we can go and do 500 megawatt in addition to the one we did. And if we do 500 megawatt, Indonesia will be the world's largest floating solar in the whole world, and we think it's applicable to different parts of Indonesia as well in other projects. Not only in solar and floating solar, we also explored how can we work with Indonesia in geothermal, as geothermal is more of a base load and it can give you many hours of electricity. So what we did is we ventured into the geothermal company in Indonesia, and we took it to other countries. So now we are deploying the technology that was in Indonesia, in geothermal, in countries in Africa. So the company is making more money, more profitable, and it's a listed company, so the people are making money, but at the same time it's promoting this technology worldwide, and the whole world is benefiting from a cost-effective and cleaner forms of energy.